My dear friends, it's so good to be back here again. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate your love and your support here so far. Your love has been immense, and I do not take it for granted. And guess what? The Oba of Benin, the Ewure too, said some things. He said some powerful things that you would like to hear, because it's not just a word that is coming from just anybody, but it's coming from the king himself. I know when the king speaks, everyone bows. And really, he is someone that I so much respect, because he has done so many things that calls for that respect for him. And he's a man that believes so much in prayers. He believes in the state. He believes that Edo State and Benin City can be much more better. And some things he said actually in the flag of campaign when the PDP visited him. Some of the things he said will shock you, because indeed he's a man that believes so much that Edo State is the place to be. Just like the emblem said that Edo State is the heartbeat of the nation. And indeed, he has really stood with that Edo State is the heartbeat of the nation. Yes, I'll bring that to you shortly. But before then, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please ensure you do. And also give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you can get notified anytime we drop a new video. Okay, without wasting much of your time, let us dive right into what some of the things he said to the chieftains of the People's Democratic Party before the flag off started yesterday in Edo State. The Oba of Benin, Ewuare too, on Saturday said his prayers sustained Governor Godwin Obaseki for 4 years as governor of the state. He stated this in Benin when Governor Obaseki led some governors, senators, and other top-ranking officials to the officials of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to his palace on courtesy call. He said, "I remembered when I visited Governor Obaseki in his office. He asked me to pray for him to be able to complete his tenure in office. And I did, and today he has not been impeached despite the ups, and I thank my God and my ancestors for answering my prayers." According to him, plans were on top gear to call the Edo State Council of Traditional Rulers and Chiefs to pray for a peaceful elections in the state. God and his ancestors have been answering my prayers whenever I prayed, and the forthcoming governorship election will not be an exception, he said. Oba Iware too said the palace was always non-partisan, but prayed for the person who has the intention of providing good leadership for the people and for the state, and create employment so that the people will be able to put foods on their tables. Earlier, the national chairman of the party, Chief Secondus Uche, told the Benin monarch that they were at the palace to seek his blessings and permission to go on with their campaign in the state. In his speech, Governor Godwin Obaseki told the monarchs that he decided to visit the palace to seek his blessings before continuing with his campaign. Meanwhile, talks suspected to be loyalists of the All Progressive Congress (APC) governorship candidate Ize Iyamo Sage and that of People's Democratic Party's (PDP's) flag bearer clashed around the palace of the Oba of Benin. It was learned that there was exchange of gunfire by loyalists of the duo, leading to destruction of vehicles, while several persons sustained injuries. It was also gathered that crisis started when supporters of Obaseki were chanting pro-Obaseki slogan, while those loyal to the APC candidates who were at the palace waiting for some APC chieftains allegedly invited to function at the palace were also chanting slogans to dispatch the governor. It was further gathered that after the governor and his entourage had left the palace, the loyalists engaged in a fight with the APC, who were more in number, having the upper hand. It was also gathered that the loyalists of PDP went round to the Ogbe Stadium, the venue of the flag of the campaign, and informed their members who stormed the Ring Road area to engage the APC supporters. It was also said that both sides were injured while many vehicles were destroyed. However, for the good intervention of the police, the situation was brought under control. And, like I said, I believe so much in the Ewuare too of the Benin Kingdom. And, he has pledged his own support that, of course, he does not play partisan game, but he believes in good governance and believes that anyone who would govern the state must be someone that, is ready to do good for the people of Edo State and also ensure that there is employment and, something that will put food on the tables of everyone in Edo State. He said he remembered when when he visited Obaseki in his office. He said the first thing Obaseki asked of him was for him to pray for him, to pray for him so he would complete his tenure. He said, and today he's very happy. He said, indeed, his prayers has actually, sustained Obaseki in that position. He said, despite the ups and downs, and he said he thank his God and also his ancestors for answering his prayers, because of course Obaseki, one way or the other, would have been impeached because there were so many obstacles in his journey. He said, but he believes in the God and the ancestors that he prays to, that prayer actually worked for Obaseki. And he also said that plans were on top there to call the Edo State Council of Traditional Rulers and Chiefs to pray for a peaceful election in the state. That is a king indeed. That is a leader indeed. He said he has called for other chiefs, and other rulers of the state to come together and pray for a peaceful election. Who does not love peace? Everybody wants a peaceful place. Everybody wants a place where their hearts can be at peace. And he is such a peaceful man. That is why he's calling for a peaceful election. And he believes so much in prayer. If you can see, there's some of the pictures going through your screen on, the meeting that was held in his palace. You can see how they were praying and also thanking their God and their ancestors that indeed that they believe that the election will be free and fair. And actually, PDP said they went to the Oba's palace just because they want the blessings of the father. And you know what the blessings of the father means. It is different from any kind of blessings. And they said before they went out for the flag of campaign, they had to see the Ewuare too, so that he can bless them and help them to go further in this campaign. And it was gathered that the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Chief Uche Secondus, told the Benin monarch that they were at the palace to seek his blessings and permission to go on with their campaign in the state. And even Governor Obaseki told the monarch that he decided to visit the palace to seek their blessing before continuing with his campaign, because he believes in the prayer that the Ewuare prayed for him when he first started his tenure. And he also believes that if he prays for him while he starts his flag of campaign, he believes he's going to finish well and there will be less violence in the state. And he also got that blessing. There's nothing like a father blessing a son, and he believes in that kind of receiving that kind of blessing, and that is why he's also likely going to have a peaceful campaign. But all the same, while they said they were in the Oba's palace, praying and doing all that, the APC came in and clashed, and there was a lot of violence attack, and all of that, just as it normally happened earlier that were reported. And there was so many evil things. But I do not expect that anybody, even if it's the PDP or the APC, that they would do that in front of the Oba's palace. Even if you want to cause any form of problem, you want to fight, you want to cause anything, it shouldn't be at the king's palace. It is an insult. It is degrading for anybody to cause such thing at the front of the Oba's palace. And not just that, they were visitors in the state, because of course other governors from other states also visited just to support Governor Obaseki for the flag of campaign. But these thugs do not even care if they were visitors or they are coming to the state for the first time. All they had to do was to they began to sing all sort of slogan that it is not your campaign. Sing your slogans in your campaign and allow other people to do theirs. That is election for you. But causing problem for other people, stopping motorists, destroying their cars just because perhaps some people have stickers of PDP, it is wrong. So it is advisable that APC should call their people together, PDP should call their people together and talk to them. If APC is having their campaign, let them have their campaign. They are campaigning for their candidate. If PDP is having their campaign, leave them alone. Let them campaign for their candidates. At the end of the day, the end will speak. The best person will come out as the a leader of the state. So it is believed that peace can, peace is better than any form of violence, my people. So guys, if you know anyone, if you think you have relative and friends and anyone that are in Benin City, tell them peace is the only option, and with that there will be a peaceful election in Edo State. So my people, you've heard it all. Thank you for staying tuned. Please like this video. Do have a pleasant time. Bye.